already live? I guess I'm live. I surely didn't want to go live with this camera orientation, but I ain't been on here in a while. Welcome to the digital Pitt Boss. Back at it again. Well, you know how I do every once in a while. I'm just going to pop up. I'm not really tripping. I just want you to know I stay on the grind. I stay on the goddamn road getting it in. And I'm just popping in to see who's in. And what y'all got crack-a-lacking out here. I might mess around and flip that camera. I don't know. I ain't been live in so long. I don't even know if I got a fan base no more. Anybody still checking in, tapping in? Don't look like it. When you're out of sight, out of mind, something you wouldn't do without a 9, everything fine. What do we got going on in the circles today? Who's still in the mix? Well, I was just watching Jason Whitlock. I don't know how many of y'all watch Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock pushing that paradigm. Now, he ain't the deepest of the seas, but you know what I'm saying? He got the right perspective that he's trying to bring forth. We got Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just smashing. You can't stop that. He pushing the line. And then we got Umar. Umar that moved into the Hollywood circles. He over there with Nick Cannon doing his thing. Pushing that bullshit to Hollywood. And they love it because Hollywood is built absolutely on that bullshit narrative. So, you know, the conscious community was trying for a long time to merge into that Hollywood atmosphere, and they finally made it. Not everybody, but, you know, the ones who jumped out early and got their game polished, right? And then we got the lost cause. Everybody else that's out there talking. They're desperate to get viral. It ain't working. They ain't got the right paradigms, and they don't got the kind of camera enthusiasm as like a Umar Johnson do. For some reason, they like him on camera, so you know it don't matter what he doing or what he's saying. You know, some people just good for ratings, and if you're good for ratings, they don't give a damn what you talking about. You can get it in, right? Who else I see that kind of made it over the cups? You know, up the back end, you got like a Charleston White. He's kind of like the next wave YouTube type of community to where he had a lot of camera appearance. He was good on camera. You know, he kind of got the right message. And then he throw that bullshit in because you know, he just happy to be doing something that pay. You feel me? And I think about everybody. If you could go viral on this internet, if you could turn this camera on and get a check, you just about to go for what you know. You don't give a damn. You just happy to be getting the check. So, you know, you got that aspect, right? But while all that money getting and clickbaiting and all the rest of that that's taking place, reality says shit really going down. Shit is really going down around here. And everybody is not truly apparent to what's fully going on because they living in their own box. Some of us just like what we do, and we ain't got a problem with it until, you know, some of y'all feel like your money ain't strong enough I know y'all trying to figure out what the fuck does Pitt Boss do? What the fuck is Pitt Boss doing? Right? I ain't never changed up. I just keep the script the same since I was a teenager. Just keep the script the same. Ain't no need to change the game. I'm gonna let come to me what comes to me. If it don't come to me, I'm gonna keep it pushing. I ain't tripping at all. One thing I know, whatever I so desire, I achieve. That's going down, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with me. So that's what Pitt Boss do. I think Polite locked up. He can't push his shit. You know, these are all of the people I kind of jumped on YouTube with, right? Sonetta TV and the whole cast, they all trash. They all trash. They still where they been. I sometimes, every once in a while, I go click on their channels. Nothing. That paradigm they pushing, it ain't even getting attracted to Hollywood. Hollywood in agreement with their bullshit, but they just don't find them appealing to a mass audience. And so that's a double negative. When first you got an evolutionist, you came from monkey paradigm, and then you ain't even attractive to the people who want to push that paradigm. That's like a super duper double negative. Now, here's somebody just hit the scene, crispy and clean, leaning to the side. They call him Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard just went on Joe Rogan and gave an interesting 3 hours of distraction on scientific method in mathematics. He believes 1 times 1 equals 2.
Police reported ahead.
Oh shit. I got my Navi on because, you know, I'm on the road. I stay moving for a living. So Terrence Howard came out, 1 times 1 equal 2. That was a great 3 hours of distraction for me. I sat there enjoying this nonsense because I'm always listening for the trigger words whenever I'm hearing somebody expound on their intellectual abilities. I just listen for the trigger words. First, I'm searching to see if God is in the mix of what you're talking about, because it just don't work. We just don't have the non-God crowd. Let me say that again. The non-God crowd elaborating on information to move the spirit. If you can't move the spirit, what you talking about? What good is what you're talking about if you can't move the spirit? I think everybody believes they got a spirit, some type of energy within them that causes them to be something or nothing. What is the components of a nothing-ass individual? And what is the component of a high achiever? Or what is the component of someone who can move the crowd versus someone who blessed the crowd? What causes these differences? Well, Terrence Howard, he thought he had it. He really thought he had it. But then I went and watched over the next couple of days various channels that came out with an analyzation of his interview to give some sense to what he had to say. So we had some mathematicians step up and say, Terrence Howard believes that if you pull out a calculator and you multiply 1 times 1 and it equals 1, that is called a loop in mathematics. And he had this hell of a theory, and he knew all this calculator theories. It made it sound good. It was sounding real good. Right? So if you have one thing and you multiply it by itself, you're supposed to be able to create two things. Because you're multiplying. But if you multiply yourself by yourself, you're supposed to get two of you. Somehow, two of you are supposed to appear. Because you multiplied yourself by yourself. That's one person times themselves. It's supposed to equal two of them. Or if you got two people times themselves, they supposed to be able to create more than the two of them. It just don't work. He call it a mathematical loop. And he says that the whole entire universe is based on this flawed mathematics. Why is he finding this difficulty? Because he is falling into the Marxist trap that he's God. And yet have I seen an intellectual come along with the I'm God complex and propel society based on this. The I'm God complex could only create a dictator society. Whoever got the most balls to kill the most amount of people and bring in submission the rest of the people. That's it. We've seen that happen in a myriad of societies over the centuries and the decades and the millenniums. We've seen those that come along with the God complex. You know, some of our famous societies is Rome, Egypt, all the big societies.
Hazard reported ahead.
It's a hazard on the road. They all lack God. And we watch these societies crumble, crispy crumble. But the age-old Jesus narrative, Jesus never established a nation, a physical border nation. Never. Never. How can you put a border on everything you create? Because what leaders do is they charter out a border and they say, I'm in control of all of this. But what's beyond that border? What's beyond that border is beyond their control. They do not dictate over it. And thus, dictators are limited to space. This is why the philosophy of Christ says that we do not war against flesh and blood. What does that mean? What do you mean, Jesus? That the fight is not over flesh and blood, because that's what all other paradigms and archetypes and societies base everything on. Ruling over other men. That's flesh and blood. To subdue your neighbor is a flesh and blood fight. But Jesus said, we war over spiritual things, over principalities. What are principalities? That would be governmental society. Ideas that men can rule over other men. He said, The kingdom of God cannot be seen, and thus it is everywhere, and yet you can't see it.
Police reported ahead.
Without it, we would only be left with the secular evolutionary perspective of the universe and the world in which we live. And this is where Terrence Howard is limited in his scope of understanding, that he believes that he has found the link, what he calls the linchpin What he found is material. It is on a cosmic level. He believes that there is space in between the molecular structure of the universe. That if you put 4 circles together that are touching, if you can visualize this, there's a space in between the circles that pressures are trying to achieve to fill in that space. He calls that the linchpin. He believes that this is the building structure to everything in the universe. And mathematically, he's come up with a formula and shows him just that. And somehow his mind got confused on circles and lines, that there are no lines. And I'm not necessarily opposed to his idea that there are no straight lines, that everything is curved. Well, that's everything that's in the natural. He's speaking only on the natural. So let's break his theory down a bit. Starting off with 4 bubbles. Imagine 4 bubbles all joining together in that little bit of space. Let's call it a pyramid in the center of it. It's not quite a pyramid, but it has 4 points, like a pyramid, with a curvature because of the bubble, right? And those intersecting lines of the bubble, he has a name for that, a nice little scientific name. I don't know if I can recall it quite exactly. It's almost something what they call a tetrahedron. I could be wrong. Go ahead and expose me. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do. It's gotta be one of y'all trying to expose Pitt Boss. I used to have a whole channel dedicated to trying to expose me. Oh, they fell off. I kept going, they fell off. That's just what happens, you know. It's hard to expose the truth in the booth. But yet, people try. So, this little bitty space in the center of those 4 bubbles, if you add another 4 bubbles, you got 8 bubbles. And they're connected. And then 16 bubbles and 12 bubbles, and you know, you just keep creating bubbles until you got a sphere full of bubbles that are all touching with space in between those bubbles. Now, if you slice that sphere up, one of those slices will have the pattern of what we call the flower of life, intersecting bubbles with these spaces in between, and a sliver of it put up on a flat 2-dimensional plane creates a pattern called the flower of life. And because we found this pattern, you know, etched in some rock, in some society, they think they found something. They think that past ancestors was on to something. This all sounds great when, you know, you missing God and you're on the quest of life. You're trying to find the roadmap to God or the universe or the highest level.
Hazard reported ahead.
This all sounds pretty great. Because you can only reconcile this through logic and reason in the form of scientific method. Right? So these other channels, if you go looking for this information that I'm talking about, if you go listen to the Terrence Howard podcast on Joe Rogan, and then after you watch that, you go searching a little deeper to see who spoke on this, and then you come across these other scientific channels speaking on it. We come back to the same thing. Terrence Howard mentioned a guy I used to listen to. His name is Alan Watt. Alan Watt was a big-time guru in the 1970s and the 80s, and guess what? He died, and he didn't resurrect himself, and he didn't leave a legacy that he's coming back again. See, that's a bold statement to be like, you know what? You killed me, I'm coming back. Oh shit! You's a bad man if you can come back again. Some people claim everybody comes back. It's karma. Well, if everybody comes back, making a statement you're going to come back ain't such a statement, because everybody's coming back. You might come back in the form of a termite. Maybe a dust mite if you're really unlucky. You're just a dust mite. Damn. You went from a human to an elephant to a dust mite to a termite to a flower. You just keep coming back trying to improve yourself. Well, what the hell? Scientifically, everything is formed of atoms. Scientifically. And when you listen to Terrence Howard, well, the elemental table is an unwinding of something. Well, that's kind of a backwards theology. That's kind of a backwards theology. That the universe is unwinding. Oxygen is unwinding. H2O. Hydrogen and 2 oxygens make water. And when water unwinds, not combine, but unwind, you're left with oxygen and hydrogen. And when it's wound together, you got water. God damn, this is reason and logic going back and forth all day long. Instead of being able to see the spiritual side of it all and saying all this shit can't be made from nothing, that's logically impossible. If there's a cause, there must be a cause to the cause. But without the light of God, you can't see it. And so he took the viral moment of the week. He got his viral moment, which is all he wanted. Because what good is knowledge if it won't nobody listen to your information? You're gonna feel like, well, what good is knowing it if don't nobody want to hear about it? And what I'm gonna do with the knowledge if I don't let nobody hear about it? What is going to happen to the knowledge when I die? Oh, that knowledge is getting absorbed back into the cosmos, waiting on somebody else to come up with that knowledge a little more profound than you. All for what? Let's say we come up with the understanding of the universe. Then what? What can we do with it now that we understand it? Nothing. You can't do nothing with the knowledge. It was there before you thought of it, and it'll be there when you forget about it. Because it just exists without you. Some people believe that energy cannot be destroyed. Damn. If that was true, energy is God. Can't be created or destroyed. Sound like God to me. God don't claim to be energy, though. God don't claim to be nothing in the cosmos. He claims to be the creator of the cosmos. And thus he can't be his creation. And everything we can see, measure, taste, smell, touch has been created. This is kind of a conundrum. But yet, here we are. Back to YouTube University to find out who's next up, who's going to touch the mic and blow up with that bullshit. That's what was interesting about my little time on YouTube battling against the conscious community. I mean, it was a plethora. If you followed along, if you think I'm just on here talking, like, oh, there ain't nobody listening to you, you a goddamn fool. You are out your mind. I destroyed the conscious community when I showed up. I was the goddamn Candace Owens before Candace Owens, the Donald Trump before Donald Trump. I was putting that work in on these niggas on a small little microcosmic YouTube level, dealing with a bunch of niggas at the end of the day. That was all itching to just be viral, just to go viral. Not me though. I really had a passion to destroy this shit. But then after a while, you know, you was like, well, you know, you can't destroy evil. Because it's the balance of it all. It just exists as that which chooses not to follow God. That's what evil is. That which chooses not to follow the compass of God. Everything not in line with creation is evil. And if it didn't exist, there wouldn't be free will. So God didn't create evil, God created free will, and the idea of not following that which is finite, that which existed forever is evil. And by the mere choice in the matter, not to follow it, to move along your free will, everything you do not in alignment with the spirit is evil. It is kind of like a cause of the cause. It exists because of free will. Now, why would an infinite God give us free will? I can't answer that. All I can tell you is that when we measure God, or when we try to measure it, free will is in existence. What happens when you align with God? Well, the kingdom of God is operated in the physical space, and it can't be matched by anything. Everything else falls apart and unwinds. I'm not claiming that I got the whole breakdown for you, that I got everything lined up for you. Hey, we got one of our little followers in the house, Fativius Prime. Are you like Optimus Prime? Welcome to the show. You might be brand new. I've never seen you before. Plus, all my OGs got blue wrenches. That's how long I've been around. I blue wrenched everybody that was one thistle on the missile. But welcome to the show. It's always good to have another in the house. I can just do this shit. You know, I got a couple hours on the road, so it was either watch some more of this bullshit YouTube or do my own YouTube, start it up, crack it off. Oh, Fat Tima, Fat Tivius Prime. Fat Tivius Prime. That's a cool name. You might as well roll that one. You might as well go trademark that. That's what they doing these days. They go live, trademark it, put it on a t-shirt, and see if you can leave your job in 6 months. That's the goal. It ain't no longer, go get you an education to become a doctor or a lawyer. What? I just watched Fannie Fat Booty Willis. She only make $250,000 a year. Damn, that's pretty poor in today's society. You know, you got influencers making $1,000 a day just being a non-playable character. You know what I'm saying? Non-playable characters make $1,000 a day. Fuck being a lawyer. I'm gonna be a non-playable character on Instagram and get donations for the rest of my life. You ever seen that? You ever seen that on Instagram, TikTok, and all that shit? These motherfuckers They whole existence is I'm a non-playable character to donate to my YouTube, donate to my TikTok, and I'll act like a non-playable character for about 10 hours straight. Oh yeah, see, you ain't even know. You know, back in the day, you play like one of them world type video games, and you're some dragon or whatever going, or some kind of character, but you can function your character with the joystick, right? You can walk around killing shit, do whatever you want. And then while you playing in this imaginary world, the computer programmers created other characters to be within that world, but you can't play those characters. They're just there to function whatever they to do, right? You might walk into a liquor store and the character behind the counter, that's a non-playable character. And so when you interact with the character, the programmer just gave it so many words and functions that it can do. So you might be able to say, hey, what you doing? Oh, nothing, I'm just enjoying my day. And it has a few lines in the totality of the video game. Well, that's called a non-playable character, right? And what these TikTokers are doing is they are real life non-playable characters. So if you send them a donation, they will repeat a particular line based on the donation, right? So let's say you send them a heart for $1. Oh, they will say, thank you very much, blah, blah, blah. And they will recite one of the lines. And they just sit on TikTok for like hours upon hours doing this shit while they make $1,000, maybe more. It's ridiculous. And it's like, well, goddamn, I think I could do that for that much money. Fuck am I going to work for 8 hours a day for $25 an hour? What the fuck am I going? Where do I live? Well, you live in hell. Hell is where you live if you get a paycheck every Friday. Everybody with a paycheck lives in hell. Why the niggas in heaven? They over there bankrolling all the dummies, selling them all types of dumb shit. And they making ridiculous money. They make Fannie Willis look poor. And then Fannie Willis, she got in there and she said, you know what? I'm gonna take this man from this other woman, pay him $650,000 a year, and then have that nigga pay for everything. And, you know, I'm gonna get the Democrat Party to protect me. What a hustle, right? It's like, damn, you mean to tell me you could just take taxpayer money, which is really not real money, it's just money they printed out of thin air, right? Because, you know, people, I mean, what is tax money? Is that real money? No. It's just money they threw in the system.
In 1 mile, keep left.
You gonna go to work, I'm not gonna work, and I'm gonna take a portion of your work and put it in my bank account and give it to everybody that work for the government. So the government is not really producing any money. Well, not real money, they produce banknotes. And you go to work and put real work in, you produce something, and then they take a portion of what you produce. We call it taxes.
In a quarter of a mile, keep left.
They spend more than you can make. We call that the national debt. The national debt is more output than you put. That's called the national debt. And you all are debt slaves. We don't need chain slaves no more sitting on a plantation. Now, you can't get no money on a plantation. I need you moving around thinking you're doing something. And then I can just print quadrillions of dollars, unlimited amounts of money. So we become the print money nation. And we over all nations on the planet Earth. Wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you think you're doing, you are up under the American secular satanic structure of the universe. All of you, everywhere, are members of the Debt Slave Coalition of the United Snakes of America. Welcome to planet Earth. If you don't know, now you know. And within that structure is a group of people that would like to destroy that structure. But it's so deeply woven that everything that wants to be is against it. And now we have the Democrat Party. And the Democrat Party they're in line with the Satanic Party, which is also in line with the New World Order. We can go into some goddamn conspiracy theories. Did you know that the phrase conspiracy theory was created by the CIA to identify individuals that were against what they were doing? So they came up with a phrase called conspiracy theory. It goes in a dictionary book that I talked about on this channel. If you just brand new to the real dude. Oh, there go an OG. See, I told you that Tivius Prime that I had blue wrenches out there. That's one of my OGs up in there. The blue wrenches. Welcome to the show, OG. Welcome, Factivius Prime, to the digital Pitt Boss show. She not knowing I got 2,000 videos on this YouTube and I ain't been live in 2 years tops. I don't even go live no more. I still got 2,000 videos collectively. They probably try to take down about 1,200 of them. Most of them I got locked up in the vault because I'm trying to figure out, can I like repurpose this information 10 years from now and make some money off this shit? Because when I was going live, they didn't have all this goddamn money making shit. Because I was so early to the game that there was nothing called a live button when I first started doing YouTube. There was no live button. It wasn't going live. It was like you either live or you tripping. Ain't no lie. I had to edit my videos. But anyway, my blue wrench tried to come in here and throw me off. Oh, you didn't know about an NPC, a non-playable character. That's the big major money. You almost have to be a low-level thinker to get this kind of money, though. You feel me? Like, if you the type of person that read a book, you won't be able to become a non-playable character. If your ass got a 9 to 5 and you love your job, you will not be able to be a non-playable character. You have to be the type of person who, you got to be willing to be on the strip pole, or you got to be willing to sell dope, or you got to be willing to shoot at some niggas or some shit if you think you qualified to be a non-playable character, because this type of job is monotonous. You dig? You got to have like extreme patience, because you got to do it over and over. I think one of the top chicks I seen, she looked like she was a Cardi B reject. She had ass, BBLs, weave. She was your classic trash broad, right? Type of girl you want to fuck, but you don't want to marry. That type. And I heard she making $5,000 a goddamn day. I was like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Then I Googled her. It's like, this bitch rich in a motherfucker. I sat there watching her, literally. I put a good 30 minutes into my brain just fried up. Like, you remember that commercial when they said, this is your brain on drugs? And they took a hot ass skillet and dropped 2 eggs in it. That's what the fuck happened to my brain. They just started frying. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck am I watching? This is worse than Side-Net and TV. I take Side-Net and TV over this shit. What the fuck is this shit? Man, I fried. I was like, damn, but I couldn't get over the fact that I sat there and watched motherfuckers give her more money than Tommy Sotomayor. She had Tommy Sotomayor looking like he was dumb as a motherfucking box of rocks. Money was flying in, and every time they gave her some money, it was like whatever little symbols they used, these little gifts that like you could send a diamond. Let's say you gave her $50. It was like comes in the form of a diamond or whatever. It was like she would do a certain, ad lib from her non-playable character, and she would do it exactly the same for hours. I'm like, this type of shit right here, after you make all the money, you're gonna shoot yourself in the goddamn head. Because you just literally, by the time you become worth a few $1 million, you done went crazy. Because you realize, I got this money playing a non-playable character, and you're no longer happy with your existence, so you just gotta blow your brains out. It's the only way out. Otherwise, you don't have a real function. You don't really have a moral center anymore. But you live in lavish, nigga. They spinning, nigga. They spinning. Y'all remember that little comedy routine that nigga did about when the drug dealers used to buy them spree wells and go pay $10,000 for some rims because they spinning? Yeah. See, back in the day, all our money makers, they was like drug dealers, the hood niggas. But now, the new hood nigga, he's a non-playable character. This nigga just sit on a cell phone doing the same shit. This shit is ridiculous. You gotta go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Because you're gonna be trying to figure out what the fuck are you doing wrong in life. They gonna make you feel poor if you think you got something. You're gonna be like, what the fuck did I get an education for? I should have became a non-playable character. Because you gotta have like no education to do this shit. I'm telling you, you gotta be a special kind of person. This ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But next up on the get money tip, on the easy money, you know what I'm saying? That just like, damn, I mean, everybody want to be a podcaster, you know what I'm saying? That's like, okay, we all can't be a good everybody can be a podcaster, but everybody can't be a good one, because some of this shit is just ridiculous. They don't have nothing to talk about. All they can do is interview motherfuckers that went viral. That's kind of what YouTube turned into. Whoever go viral, bring them on the show so we can ask them why you went viral. And then they just go around talking about why they went viral, right? And that's what you get. Like, it's kind of like 1 billion CNN and 500 million MSNBC channels. The whole goddamn YouTube. We can't get around. Everybody is Don Lemon. Everybody is gay and suck dick and push the Democrat agenda. It's a whole world of Don Lemons. Could you imagine that? Real shit can't survive at all. If you kicking any kind of real shit, you better be Donald Trump. You better know how to get $1 billion another kind of way. But I'm gonna tell you something though, right? The next 4 years of Donald Trump, if you not locked into the bullshit, it's gonna be your opportunity to muscle up. Because it's gonna be like, it's gonna be mentally damaging to the people who've been winning off the bullshit. Y'all see Diddy Diddy is in the cycle, right? What has Diddy's whole legacy been? He had Revolt TV. This was a Democrat propaganda channel where he was pushing that Democrat bullshit. All them niggas over there trying to get on Revolt TV. He had Rock the Vote. He was a Democrat operative filming everybody. And it's crazy because it's like after you get all that film, they gotta raid your shit. Because they like, wait a minute, this motherfucker got way too much information. They don't trust themselves. But the information was never like for Diddy. It was like all the shit he was filming, it was never for him. He knew that. He knew that I'm being given the opportunity to be a non-playable character in the rap game and live an opulent life of a satanic agenda. And there's gonna come a time when the devil show up and say, hey man, I let you have leather suits and glitter suits and I left you alone. But I'm the devil. And you know you can't trust me. And I'm here to collect your soul, motherfucker. Now pay up. And boy, when it's time to pay. Oh my God, Democrats come out to woodwork whenever the devil comes to collect what he owes. It's just what it is. And it ain't gonna change. They gonna continue with the agenda. The players will change, the game ain't gonna change. But I'm gonna tell you right now, there is a small little kingdom that gets ignored and can't be destroyed, and they stay on the grind. It ain't trying to save everybody because everybody can't be saved. Some of you niggas is so corrupt, you corrupt to the bone. And it ain't no saving. You might as well go ahead and jump. Because you can't be saved. This is what it is. Hold on, I gotta check something. I'm kind of goddamn hungry a little bit. Not hungry, but you know, travel. I need something to drink, something to eat. Find me somewhere to go. So I see I got more likes than I got views. YouTube is crazy. How I got 4 likes, 2 views. How that work? I mean, I'm damn sure not trying to go viral. I mean, I just went live. I didn't put a title on this shit. I just hit the live, but fuck it, let's see what's out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, like the way I'm living my life right now, I can't really have y'all viewing it. You feel me? Because I'm doing grown folk shit. And y'all might be under 18. I don't want to fuck the game up for you. I should right there, because I see all type of shit. I could have pulled up. I want to eat because I'm headed to one of them little festivals. I'm going to a little festival, you know what I'm talking about. You know how we do it. Go connect with the connect and see what it do. Just bringing y'all into conversation. Is Fativius Prime still in the building? You still here? Or you dipped? You dipped after I started talking about secular. I don't even like talking about my subjects no more because I'm watching it all play out, right? I see like my paradigm in the mouth, you know. Have you ever heard, who I got in the bed? Leonard the Yuda? You ever heard Candace Owens talk about that she's like the modern day Thomas Sowell? She done read a couple of Thomas Sowell books, so if you're familiar with his books, if you're familiar with Digital Pitt Boss, you know that before she ever showed up on the scene, I ran through the Thomas Sowell shit. I ran through the Booker T shit. So what I don't really hear out there yet, what I haven't heard nobody coming with still, that I push hard is damn, I forgot his name. I done talked about some shit I can't remember. What's my boy name? Cruz, Harold Cruz. I have yet to see a YouTuber mention Harold Cruz, his book, his information, and it's super duper relevant. It's so relevant that when somebody latch on to that shit, oh my God, we're gonna create a whole new type of motherfucker. Because Harold Cruz was one of them lefties that flipped on him, wrote a book to destroy their empire. And when I say they hate him more than they hate Donald Trump, just these so-called conservatives, the game not deep enough. But one thing I like about Candace Owens, she took a jab at the Jews. I did a whole thing. I got a video. YouTube blocked my shit too. My video was the history of the Jews in America. That's all I did. I just said facts. Like, yo, the Jews came to America. They came from the ghettos. There was no such thing as a ghetto in America until the Jews showed up. And then when the Jews showed up, they brought the ghetto with them. And then they built their way out the ghetto with Marxism, socialism for the rest of the world, and capitalism for the Jew. I just was telling the history. They blocked my shit. They was mad than a motherfucker at me. They didn't try to knock my channel though. Somehow my channel survived. And I did a whole lot of bullshit. That's why I blocked all my videos. So if you looking on my page like, well, he got a couple videos, you have no idea. You have no idea. If you don't got a blue ring on your shit, you listening to my shit, you have no idea the type of work I put in on this shit. And like I say, I watched my information be birthed in several hundred different channels. The goddamn diesel. Oh yeah, I got a big motor in this as well. So don't try to play with me on this highway because my shit really roll. You feel me? I can turn up. I got a racing motor in this shit. And I keep it primed up, ready to run some shit over. You dig? So yeah. I'm waiting to see, like I be trying to hit Jason Whitlock in his little emails, and but he kind of mad at me because I'm mad at him for knocking Jason White, or no, his name, something White, Royce White, off the show because Royce White he dug in too deep. He was too young to understand that you couldn't really, kill the game like that. You had to play the game until you get into the right position. But he was a young YouTuber with a lot of knowledge, but not a lot of wisdom. So they shut him down. He's just on his own channel, but he ain't getting the same vibration over there. And I heard him talk a lot of shit, but he still ain't got to the magic of the meat. Because I'm trying to tell you right now that the death nail is Harold Cruz. And I don't know. I'm the only one to ever put a Harold Cruz video on the entirety of YouTube. And right now, if you go Google Harold Cruz on YouTube, you only gonna find my video. And then you gonna find a couple of channels that try to take the video I put on my page and repost it on their page, right? But their video don't date before my video. We back. I'm having bad signal. I'm rolling through the red course trying to get there. And I like to see the comments, but y'all don't comment on my page. I got these watchers who don't comment. But I read all the comments, a couple of comments I'm gonna get. So you dig, that's how I do it. So if you got something on your brain, let it out. If there's something on your mind, let it off. But anyway, I think I'll go up in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off right here. Roll up inside this little pilot. Go at least give me something to drink, man. I'm about to die of thirst out here.
Hazard reported ahead.
It's hard being. Oh yeah, they got some shit going on over there. Here we go. Here we go. That's how we do it.
Keep left.
Chiming in and rolling out info, baby. One day, I'm gonna be ready for this shit again. Y'all don't know how much energy this YouTube shit really takes. Like, how much bullshit you gotta put out there. And in today's society, with these newcomers coming with all that bullshit, it's like, what? I gotta be a non-playable character to get this money. It's a lot of shit though. But for now, I'm cool with the tools and the fuse, as they say. I'm good in the hood with the little bit. I got one thing for certain, goddamn it. I don't need no job. I don't gotta get a job. As long as you ain't gotta get a goddamn job. You good money. You good money as far as I'm concerned, because that job shit, boy. It ain't nothing wrong with a job except the job. That's the only thing wrong with a job is the goddamn job. Fuck a job. I don't need no job.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Now my shit gonna do all kind of recalibrating because I done went off course. Y'all want some fireworks? I'll pick you up a little something if you want some fireworks. I'm gonna go down here to this pilot. Get me something to drink. Drink, what you think? Should I take y'all up inside the pilot with me or what? What you wanna do? I think I need a whole case of water though. I'm on the road, so I better buy a whole case, huh?
Turn right.
Turn right. I don't want to turn right. So I need some gas. I'm gonna get the gas every goddamn thing.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left.
This some bullshit. Yeah, I might as well go ahead and just, damn, all they pumps is empty. I don't really need no gas. I'm just trying to kill two birds with one stone. What's really going on? All right, I guess I'll bring y'all with me, because what else can you do? God damn it. All right. Let's put $100 up in this shit. Why not? We ain't got nothing else to do. Spend some money. Move the chip. See if that thing works. It didn't work. Hold on. Oh, I blew it. Skip that. kind of shit going on. Hold on, I got more than that in the book. Hold on, be strong again. I'm messing with a nigga at the pump. Bum, bum, bum. I don't think they gas shit work over here. Skip that. All right, goddammit. We back in action. They tried to hem a brother up at the pump. Yeah. All right, we're gonna see if this thing stops before a hundo. Damn it. Y'all think it'll stop before you get to a hundo? It's a big ass truck. You see big ass tires? No matter where you I still got like about a half a tank, so I ain't doing a full fill, and it's still gonna run through the roof. How much your car take? How much your car take? Octavia's Prime. Thank Octavia's Prime. Get off your bad ass and donate to the channel. You see all this goddamn gas. Don't we need Trump back just for the gas? Goddamn it, fuck that shit. It's some bullshit. I ain't even been inside and bought nothing to drink yet. It's like going out for a goddamn lobster. I'm putting a lobster dinner in the goddamn tank. This some bullshit. Stopping by. Give us a look at your 5-day forecast. Don't worry about it. I do this shit every goddamn day. I'm used to it. Woo-wee! Stop! God damn it, stop! Stop! Here we go. Shit. Top it off. Across our travel centers and restaurants. If you guess that number, I'm gonna cash up you $100 right now. If you guess that number, $60 in the tank. I wasn't even on it. I was on a half. Let these folks go in. Go ahead. All right. They usually don't have. They be having this bullshit. I don't want. Damn. Yeah, they got this bullshit. I don't drink. I don't drink that. So we don't want that. We're gonna get one of these.
Make a U-turn.
We're gonna get some goddamn water. We get the smart water. HP alkaline. We'll go for that. And then, what else we want? What else we want? I'm just taking y'all with me on a little run right quick. We're on a quick run. You dig? Let's see. We won't. Damn, they don't got nothing I want up in here.
Make a U-turn.
Shut up. Okay. They don't got my. They don't got this shit out of line. What is this? Oh, I had that. That wasn't no good. That's not good. Um,
Turn right. And then
no.
turn right.
They got nothing but some good shit up in here. Alright, we'll go with a bag of chips. Call it a day. I could do these. That'll work. Hello.
This can be all for you. For 1203.
Thank you. Alright, y'all. We back on the road again. We back on the road again. Y'all want to see the whip? We ain't gonna let you see the whip. Ain't let you see the whip. And the whip with the chips. We can put you back on the dash. Oh, y'all done all left. Well, goddamn it, get your ass up out of here. Alright. Who's still in the house? Who's stuck around for the late night? Huh? Go around. Stuck around. Oh shit. My bad. All right. So where was we at with the conversation? Hold on. I'm trying to get all my shit ready there so I can hit the road. All right. I'm all straight now. God damn. All right. We're back at it again. So, yeah, I think I need to do this YouTube shit again one day. But I'm damn sure not gonna do what I did last time because that shit took too much energy. I'm gonna do some non-playable character type shit, and we're gonna get straight to the money. You dig? But I gotta jump off, y'all, because y'all are boring the shit out of me. And I gotta make a phone call. So we're gonna get back at you. Appreciate you going to the gas station with me. You know what I'm talking about? But it's got to go. I gotta go. One thizzle.